You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, YNR fans, I've got your 2-week spoilers for October 14th through the 25th. Phyllis is going to snap. Jack is going to attack, and Sharon is about to be in a real panic. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we got everything coming the next couple of weeks. Let's dive right in with the action coming Monday, October 14th. So, Adam and Jack have a talk at Crimson Lights about parenthood. He's going through a very stressful time with Connor, but Connor is on this path to, getting the coping skills he needs. Meanwhile, Jack is going on a very dark path with his youngest, Kyle. And, Adam sees a lot of good in Jack, and Jack has been kind of a surrogate father figure for him. And they talk about how, it's hard work being a good dad. And Jack tells him that it may just be too late for Kyle. Adam and Chelsea are hanging out. They seem to be vibing. And, Adam has been pressing for this reunion. The two of them run into Billy and Sally in the park, and they make awkward small talk about Connor's progress. Chelsea is complimenting Sally's work at Marquette, and it's just weird. And then they leave, and then Billy and Sally keep talking about just struggling to get over them and how they should have seen this coming from a mile away. And they make some plans to get together because Billy has a new place and he needs some advice on decor. I hope he has some money saved up to pay for the furniture and draperies because he might be out of a job pretty soon based on his naughty actions. Nate is back in Genoa City after leaving to go see Amy Lewis, who is, of course, an old friend of his dad, Nathan Sr. And Audra shares the news that she got fired from Glissade because Kyle was playing very dirty. She doesn't want advice, and Nate's fine with that, tells her she's a strong woman, and takes her upstairs to distract her from her issues. Lily admits to Devon that Nikki confessed that she and Victor had been lying to her. And she said at least Billy had the grace to fire her, looking her in the eyes. Victor did her dirty, and Nikki seems to think she'll be happy working under her after they lied about the job that they were going to give her. Lily wants to make sure Chancellor doesn't wind up in Billy's hands or in Victor's hands. Devon just wants her to walk away from the mess, but Lily takes the nuclear option. And she calls Jill, and she tattles on Billy about not only firing her, but also about firing Phyllis. Now, what's interesting in this conversation is I don't think Lily is going to tell her that she has been conspiring with Victor, but you know what? Billy's going to tell Jill. You know that. And Victor is not upset that Nikki told her, saying that he expected it to. It's all part of the plan. And I think he thinks that Jill's going to come into town, get rid of Billy, and it'll be easier for him to get a hold of Chancellor. Jack and Diane are in a panic over the stolen product, the Glissade thing. And they are fighting about Kyle. And Victor is happily crowing about the end of their marriage. He is being truly awful. Tuesday, October 15th, Sharon makes this romantic picnic in the park with champagne and stuff for her and Nick. And he's kind of mystified like he was when he went to pick her up for just this casual, friendly dinner the other night. And she was all done up to the nines. And it's because she's off her rocker right now because her meds are messed up. It's not her fault. But in her mind, they are like back in a romance, So there's all these mixed signals going on, and she is trying to convince everybody that she's fine. And Nick, maybe he'll do the math. We'll see. Jill is back to town on Tuesday and slaps Billy with an ultimatum. And I totally expect him to dime out Lily and say, you know what? Maybe I haven't been making decisions you'll like, but Lily has been betraying Chancellor. And Phyllis takes charge of his situation. This could be something about the whole Daniel thing with him dealing with Heather's death, or it could be at Abbott Chancellor because she's busy eavesdropping at the door when Jill is around. and she's not going to like that. Wednesday, October 16th, Chance finds evidence at Daniel's place. He's going to find the bloody rags, the phone, the keys, thanks to a warrant because Daniel refused to let him search, which, you're always supposed to make them get a warrant. And the thing is, it's evidence, but it's not going to be as compelling once I think they dig below the surface level. As in, no fingerprints that match Daniel, no DNA that matches Daniel. Sharon would have wiped the phone down probably. And if there's no fingerprints on it at all, then that is really, really suspicious. Victor gets Adam busy on taking revenge on Billy and making him look bad using the power of Newman Media. I wonder exactly how bad it's going to be and whether Adam will take Chelsea's feelings into consideration when he is launching this media attack on Billy. And I mean, honestly, Adam owes him a little bit of karma because Billy published that tell-all back when he was running the media company that would eventually turn into, wasn't it the other media company and then this one and then, that wound up as Newman Media, ironically. And Jack and Audra have a very serious talk and they start plotting together. Audra will confirm everything that Jack suspected. Yes, Victor's the money man behind Glissade. Yes, Victor's the one getting Kyle to do these awful things and betray the Abbotts. Thursday, October 17th, Kyle gets in even deeper with Victor and Daniel is in a tough spot because of the evidence that Chance found. Chance warned Summer and things look bleak for Daniel, but we all know he didn't do it. And Jack and Diane are fighting again about Kyle and Victor. Friday, October 18th is Michelle Stafford's standalone 30th anniversary episode of her debut as Phyllis Summers. Now, she hasn't been on Y&R for 30 years because there was like 6 years she wasn't on, 5 of those with Gina Tognoni. So still, lots of Phyllis flashbacks, and Lucy is going to be part of these scenes. Look like Daniel and Summer are going to be part of them. Also this week, we're going to see Faith comforting a crying Lucy at Crimson Lights. The week of October 21st through 25th, Phyllis is going to clap back hard when she finds out from Daniel and Summer what Chance found in his apartment and that Sharon basically led him right to it. Time is running out for Sharon. She's been sloppy and Daniel is innocent. And Lady Justice is soon going to turn her eyes on the real killer who just needs real help at this point. Heather's memorial could be the tipping point in this story. You can't expect Sharon to stay away, right? Kyle's downward descent picks up speed and Diane is determined to write her son a reality check with some truly tough love, so tough it may fracture her marriage with Jack in a way that is not recoverable. Victor's feeling pretty full of himself, taking over Chancellor and taking down Jabot, but I feel like he's about to be taking some hits. Now that Jill is back, Audra and Lily are furious, and Jack is done playing nice. Claire has a stake in the new Abbott versus Newman feud and wants to save Kyle from Victor. If he doesn't stop, Kyle's new romance with Claire is probably going to hit a stop, and Amy Lewis is back the following week.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.